Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It's the end of the week and we're waiting for a little wins today, but I think many of us are happy it's Friday. We are back with our Friday Facts with CDOT after taking a week off for our car show last week. CDOT would not have been happy with me if I closed off Lewis Street last week. So we moved down to Yamaguchi Park, experienced a great new venue, and had a wonderful, wonderful car show. So this week, though, we are back, and a lot happens in just, 2 weeks now. And we have with us Lisa Schwantes, who is with CDOT. Lisa, you are decked out today with some new apparel and
can folks see that? I'm going to zoom in here so everybody can
there
see.
you go. Cone Zone.
Coney Z.
Coney Z. And we can get these little buttons or stickers.
Yeah.
Yep, the stickers, and we can have those. So we had a great Cone Zone meeting this past Tuesday at Liberty Theater. So thanks so much to them and Caldwell's for hosting us. So Lisa, we've been gone for 2 weeks and a lot has happened. So get us up to speed, please.
I have a little cheat sheet.
Okay.
Because we send out for anybody who doesn't know, you're able to sign up for weekly updates on the project. If you go to the website for the project, there's a place where you can either contact the communications team or you can go directly to the subscribe to our updates and you will get in your inbox. But I took a sneak peek at today's that is going out to everyone. And I'm going to go from the 100 block to the 800 block.
Okay.
And so at the 100 to 300 block, we're still doing electrical work. At 2nd Street, we need to put in a water line, and that water line and the drainage work is continuing there. It's from 2nd to 4th Street. And then jumping to 6th to 8th Street, we are making a lot of progress on getting conduit in that is going to house electrical and communication fiber. So we're getting that in so that it's ready to go when we want to feed those lines through that conduit. And then 7th to 8th Street, the big news there is we want folks to be aware that it has become a staging area for pipe. And so it's super busy with the crews, getting that pipe and putting it where it needs to go, but it's a staging area for that. So please be very, very careful around that area and follow the pedestrian signage around that area.
Okay. And so we also heard that there is some work being done with water lines and sewage lines in the 400 block. Is that correct?
Yes. We are working on water lines and drainage from 2nd to 4th Street. And one thing that folks need to be aware of, and we will get this information out either later today or early next week, is there's a water line that is going to go underneath the entire, under Pagosa Street, under 160. And we don't quite have the details on that yet, but we promise we'll let everybody know when that's happening, especially the businesses, property owners that are right in that area.
Sure. Okay. So, and we were at a joint utility meeting earlier this week as well, and storm drains as well are going in, which, I think from the town's perspective, they're very excited. Just when we next get rain, which fingers crossed we will, that'll be a big improvement for the area and the concern of flooding in neighborhoods and the highway.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're touching upon something that I know we've talked about before, but I think one of the most unique and for us a rewarding thing about this project is the partnerships that we have with all of the entities involved, and that includes the city of Pagosa. It includes the water district, PAWS, La Plata Electric. We're able to make these upgrades, and as you mentioned, drainage is one of those upgrades that is needed for the downtown area of Pagosa Springs.
Great. So, Lisa, this past Tuesday at our Cone Zone meeting, we certainly had a couple of unveilings. One of them is the rendering of the street that when it is finished, the 400 block, not the entire project, but the 400 block. And then we also had the Pagosa is Open project, which is deals and discounts that are available all throughout the downtown district. We had mentioned this before. Certainly, it is up and running. The chamber website, pagosachamber.com, on our homepage is a graphic for the reconstruction project. If you click on that graphic, it gives you all the information you need, has the CDOT link that you can have in order to get to that information. It has the information on the Pagosa is Open deals and discounts program, and that QR code. It has a great video on there as well, produced by M Squared. It also has the renderings, it has the bus routes, and pretty soon we'll have the grant program on there and those applications as well. So again, I'm getting ready to, right after this, to go into our first tourism ambassador training program with Jenny Green with the tourism department. And we will be talking about a number of these links, not only affiliated with the construction project, but in general, because you as tourism ambassadors, the more you know about Pagosa, the correct information that you give, the better the customer experience is, and the more your business is regarded as an expert kind of in that field. So know that one of those sites is the Pagosa Chamber site. And again, all the maps, all the updates, all these shows, all of this information regarding the construction program in one easy location is available for you there. Lisa, any comments?
No, I just applaud the community there. The business owners that are getting involved in, like the campaign, Pagosa is Open. I love it. And the more that you all are taking ownership, and that's the key. And looking at the positive, and this is going to be a beautiful corridor in the end. And I think that the video that they unveiled on Tuesday shows that. And for anybody who might, that's available on social media right now, I believe, and on a website. So
Yes.
go take a look at that. It is only the 400 block, but there are also still renderings for the entire. And
So,
that was through a grant from DOLA. So they
right.
saw the worthiness of that need for the community to understand what these enhancements are all about, and it's kind of fun to be able to see it in an artist's rendering of what it's going to look like.
Sure. And through our feed here, we have that someone can't find the site. If you scroll down on the homepage on the Chamber website under Community and Chamber News, there is a graphic there. And if you click on that graphic, it will take you to all the different links. So try that as well. So, yep. So click on that homepage. Okay, Lisa, we always love the rumor of the week. I know
Have you
I have
heard?
one, but I don't know if you have one this week.
I do not have one, but I understand that you've heard something.
I
I'm
do.
curious.
I've heard through social media that this is now a 5-year project.
Oh my goodness. No, that's false. That is not
Okay,
true.
just checking. But however, from the meeting, you did explain that once we get through some more of this project in another week, you will be able to give us an update of exactly, not exactly, but where we think we are in relation to the scheduling.
Yeah. So this is definitely a 2-season project. It started this past March, 2025, of course, and we're gonna work as long as we can through the end of this year until the snow supply. And hopefully that's going to be around November, December. We'll have a winter shutdown, and then we'll get going in the springtime, and we'll complete the project late summer or in the fall of 2026. So 2 year project, not
Sure.
a 5 year project.
Okay.
And then on your note of how far along are we? Yes, very soon we're hoping to announce, a milestone. This is where we are with the project, and hopefully once we get through this very challenging utility look and get going on starting to lay concrete, we'll be able to give folks an idea of here's where we are in terms of the task and percentage of work that's been done. And we're hoping to announce that soon.
Okay. And I'm going to close out with, when we were at the Cone Zone meeting on Tuesday, part of a video that was produced was the I commit. And I just can't reiterate to people, next Wednesday, we have our first in a 4-part series of Wednesday wine walks. So next Wednesday from 4:30 to 7:30, you are going to be able to sip and shop on the 400 block of Pagosa Street. Believe it or not, tickets are $10 for the wine walk. You will be able to enter that wine walk either through 4th Street or the Lewis Street area where Memory Lane is or where Goodman's is. Your $10 will then go into a fund that will help our downtown businesses. There are about 4 organizations that are sponsoring this. The first one is the Chamber of Commerce. It is not our program. It is the downtown program, but we are one of the sponsors because we believe in that community effort. So please grab your book club friends, grab your girlfriends, grab your family, come down for the wine walk. When we had our business happy hour in May, I'm telling you, we had over 80 people, and people were just shocked at all the new businesses that were in that downtown corridor. So come down and experience it. It is going to be the last Friday of every month, and all those businesses have posters. So this one is going to be on June 25th. Please join us for our first in a 4-month series of our Wednesday wine walks. So that's what I have to close the show with, Lisa.
Well, you're tempting me to get the hubby and go spend the night over in Pagosa. Take advantage of the
Okay, well, we are open for business, so come on over and enjoy a Wednesday wine walk with us. And thank you again, and we hope Adair's having a great time off and a break, but we always enjoy seeing you and the information that you bring us. So thank you all so much, and we hope you got some information. Remember all of these links, and it's important to sign up for the CDOT updates, and you'll get it much quicker even than you do here on Friday Facts. But thank you all for joining us so much, and thank you, Lisa.
Thank you. Safe travels.